again. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 simple tips that are really going to help with your nutrition plan. So the reason why we do this is the nutrition is one of the most important things when you're trying to get life-changing results. So I'm going to run through these 3 tips, explain them a little bit more detail, and it's really going to help you excel with your fat loss goals. Okay, so tip number 1 is to track your calories and track all of your calories. Okay, so the only way you're going to know if you're in a calorie deficit is if you're tracking absolutely everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything right down to the sauces you're using, if you're putting sugar in your tea, if you're putting milk in your tea. If you're not tracking, it's very easy for those calories to be building up. And if you don't do that, don't be surprised if you're not seeing the results that you should be seeing. The likelihood is that you're actually going over your daily calorie allowance because you've not been tracking something. So that's tip number 1, make sure you track every single calorie. Tip number 2 is make sure you hit your protein goal. Okay, so we're going to talk about this a little bit later, how to work out your own specific protein goal. When you do work this out, you need to make sure that you're hitting this on a daily basis. So in the previous video we talked about maintaining your muscle so that it's easier for you to burn fat. If you're not getting enough protein in your diet, you're not going to be aiding the muscle repair and recovery, and your body will then start using your muscle as an energy source. So you need to make sure you're getting enough protein in there to give your body a reason to sustain that muscle mass, which, as I said previously, is going to really help you with losing just body fat and actually keeping a fast metabolism. Okay, tip number 3 is to make sure that you're staying within your calorie restrictions, but don't be overly restricting your food intake. And what I mean by that is if you're craving something, guys, make sure you factor that into your diet, but just make sure that you stay within your calories. So if you want a bit of chocolate, have a bit of chocolate, but make sure you track it, make sure it fits within your calories. Now, the reason we say to do this is if you are restricting yourself and you're trying to eat, what you would class as just whole nutritious food all the time, you're going to get bored. What's likely to happen then is you're going to end up binge eating. Now, that might take a few weeks for that to happen, but once you start binge eating, believe me, it's very hard to get back on track again. So don't be overly restricting yourself. Follow a flexible diet. If you're more flexible, you'll be able to sustain it longer. That means then that you're going to see much longer term results. Okay, so that's our top 3 tips for making sure your nutrition plan works. Speak to you soon, guys.